How to fix Wi-Fi authentication error on Android. Do this. Hello dear friends, how are you today? With you a new and important video, which is how to fix Wi-Fi authentication error on Android. Do this. I hope you like it, but before watching, subscribe to the channel to receive all that is new, and now let's follow the explanation. Android Wi-Fi authentication error. If you think breaking up hurts more, ask someone who is downloading a movie and sees a Wi-Fi authentication error on their Android phone. Well, this can happen in any situation where you might see a warning about Wi-Fi authentication error. Usually, this means that the password is incorrect, but this is not always the case. Here we will guide you on how to fix Wi-Fi authentication error on Android phone using several proven methods and tips. Check if your password is correct. The authentication error is usually thrown as an error when the password is incorrect or when the system asks you to re-enter the password to connect to the Wi-Fi network. This can happen if you are connecting to a new Wi-Fi network by entering the password first. Note that this can happen to any Wi-Fi network you have connected to previously as well, although you need to enter the password to connect again. In these cases, check if you are actually entering the correct password or not. Click Show Password when entering your password so you don't accidentally type unwanted characters. If this does not solve your error, then move on to the other methods listed here. Toggle Wi-Fi. How to fix Wi-Fi authentication error on Android. You just want to browse social media or consume some content on YouTube, but there is a Wi-Fi authentication error. Switching Wi-Fi is the first step towards solving any kind of Wi-Fi related issue. When you turn Wi-Fi off and on, you're basically giving it a go, and the calling feature should now work. Toggle airplane mode. To be honest, airplane mode seems to be the single strongest method after a quick reboot to resolve any temporary network or software glitches. When you turn on airplane mode, it cuts off all radio-based connections, be it Wi-Fi or cellular. You can still use Wi-Fi in airplane mode. Here's how to get that way. Turn on airplane mode from the quick settings in the notification panel. Wait a few moments. Turn it off and check if the Wi-Fi authentication error is gone. Forget and reconnect. How to fix Wi-Fi authentication error on Android. If the authentication error appears around the network you usually connect to, which should connect automatically, this method can be used. Here, you have to forget the network first and then reconnect. Let's see how it works. Go to Wi-Fi, Settings, Wi-Fi and Network Wi-Fi. Next, choose the network that you usually connect to and that displays the error. Right-click on it or click the cogwheel button against the Wi-Fi network and select Forget. It's better to restart the phone real fast. Next, go to Wi-Fi settings, click on the respective network and enter the password. This should solve the problem for most if not all. Restart the phone. Rebooting a device is basically like the mother of all fixes. It fixes many impending network or software related issues on your phone without the need for a factory restore. Here, you need to hold the power button for a few seconds, and select Reboot. After that, check if the Wi-Fi is working now or not. Reboot the router. How to fix Wi-Fi authentication error on Android. After trying to fix the Wi-Fi authentication error by restarting the phone, you can try the same with the router itself. Since this device literally keeps on working 24/7, it can cause temporary issues that cause Wi-Fi connectivity issues at all. This could be a temporary problem, or you may see a hardware malfunction. To check, turn off the router and let it idle for a few minutes. Restart it and check if your phone is able to connect to it or not. If not, try connecting your phone to a different access point, thus rule out if your phone is at fault. Try connecting your current router to another phone, to eliminate the possibility of a router error. Continue if you are still experiencing Wi-Fi issue. Your router can reach the maximum number of devices. Wireless modems are great for connectivity as you need to be in range to access the internet without any hassle. However, Some routers have a limit on the devices they can be connected to. If the devices have reached the limit, you may not be able to connect another device unless the current device is disconnected for the time being. If there is no limit, it may be the bandwidth limiting connection of a new device to the router after a number of devices have already been connected to it. What you can do here is to remove some devices and check if the problem is fixed. Continue if you are still struggling with it. Change IP settings. How to fix Wi-Fi authentication error on Android. There are a variety of features on the Wi-Fi on your phone that you can tweak to get the best features. Changing the IP settings can do the trick. Here's how you can do that. First, go to Settings, Wi-Fi and Internet Wi-Fi. Select the Wi-Fi network in question and go to its advanced settings. Change the IP settings from DHCP to static. Keep a screenshot of the IP address in static mode to keep it handy in case of need. Change it to static using the correct settings you took earlier and saved. Update the phone. The outdated Android operating system or custom user interface your phone uses can cause a series of issues, and Wi-Fi authentication errors may be one of them. Perhaps you can solve it by updating the software. Here's how. Go to the Settings app on your device. Go to System Software Updates, check for updates, or Software Updates, check for updates, among other things. Check if you have any updates in the box, download and install them. If not, and this is true in the case of Android phones due to their nature, you will either have to wait or continue with other methods in this guide. Update the router. At the end of the day, the router is working on the firmware to keep it running. The router manufacturer releases updates from time to time that are automatically corrected. However, it is very likely that you have not patched the update, as you can download it from the website. Go to the router admin panel to download the software update, and that's it. Reset network settings. Another straightforward way to fix a whole lot of problems is to reset the network settings as a whole. Although this resets all connections, that is, you will have to enter your Wi-Fi password, it is worth a try. Go to Settings and go to Backup and Reset Network Reset. Tap Reset Network Settings, Reset Settings. This should do the trick. Summon in the big gun. If the problem remains and you cannot fix it, you can try to reset the device as a whole. Even if this does not lead to anything positive, it is time to report the problem to the service center. You can go to an authorized or third-party service center, each with its own pros and cons. If it is a hardware issue, it is better to have a professional replace or repair it than to try the hardware, as you may end up causing more damage. At the end of the video, thank you for watching and see you in a new video.